Alright guys, Tony here, and I'm going to do a demo of WP Traffic Scout, which if you are a Traffic Scout Alpha customer, you will get this for free as part of your package. If you are not a Traffic Scout Alpha customer, you can purchase the plugin on its own, and there are some buy buttons underneath this video. Okay, so what is WP Traffic Scout? What is it for? Let's cover those things first, because it's really important to understand what keyword poking is. Okay, so it is a keyword poking tool, and it is done with a purpose. The purpose is not only to find keyword phrases that you can rank for, but we want to find keyword phrases that we can rank for that do have traffic as well. Okay, so for example, if I want to set up a campaign around the main keyword of growth marketing hacks, for example, like I've got here in the screen, then what I'm doing is I'm creating one campaign around one seed keyword with the purpose of finding keywords that I can rank for, that have traffic, that I can use to sprinkle into a higher quality content or piece of content that I can put on a money site, so that I can expect to get traffic very, very quickly as we try to do some better quality backlinking and get some authority links into the money site post, so that we can rank for the more competitive keywords. But we want to get traffic immediately, and that is the purpose of using WP Traffic Scout. Okay, I don't care what anybody else says about keyword poking. That's the only way that it can be done properly, because there's no point to rank for hundreds of keywords that don't have any traffic. You're just wasting your time, you're spinning your wheels, you won't make any money, you won't get any leads. All you got is some bragging rights, which is really dumb and really stupid unless we got some traffic. That's the purpose. So for example, I'm going to set up a campaign here with you over the shoulder, and you can see here my main keyword is going to be growth marketing. Okay, and I'm going to put in growth marketing hacks. So I'm going to be aiming at this seed keyword to try and find other keyword phrases that we can rank for by creating thousands of posts inside a WordPress site, which is a test site. Okay, it's not a site that we're going to leave the content there and expect to get traffic, and especially not expect to get traffic that will convert. Okay, when you got this kind of content being built, it's only got one purpose: to give us data that we can go and create a better quality content marketing strategy, so that we can go and get some traffic for our articles that we write that is higher quality, and we can start to convert very, very early. Okay, that's the purpose. There's no other way to do keyword poking, not in my mind anyway. Alright, so my main keyword, growth marketing. So what I want to do is choose a category here, and you can see I've already got a few that can fit in. I'm going to call this one marketing hacks. And city group, let me explain how that works. Go over to cities, we will open it up in a new window. Now it doesn't have to be locations, it can be anything you want, just end modifiers. You can see here I've got some for Amazon end modifiers, things like free delivery and keywords like that. And here we can see we've got another one called high CTR headline elements. So I'm going to click on where it says view cities. And you can see here, you can do it in minutes, you can automate in minutes, you can do today, that anyone can do for bloggers, etc. This is an end modifier you can put in there, just the same as the locations. It does not have to be locations. So I'm going to choose that option for the city group, and I'm going to choose the high CTR headline elements. Okay, now the modifiers, this is the first part of the keyword phrase. We have three elements in the keyword phrases so that we can get commercial intent keywords. Okay, we have the front end modifier, we have the keywords in the middle, or sort of seed keywords in the middle and variations of that, and then we have our end modifiers, or if you're doing local marketing, you can do locations as well. Okay, so we can do it like that. So you can see here I've got some open here, quick, easy, effortless, that kind of sort of front end modifier. And we've got in here our main sort of seed keywords, growth hacking strategies, growth hacking tactics, tricks, tips, etc. And then in the H1 content, this is going to appear underneath the H1 tag. Okay, and you can see I've got it Spintax enabled already. Now all we want to do with this, it doesn't have to be great content at this point, we're just getting relevant content in here, okay? We want to find what we can get ranking with traffic, so all we need to do is really just put in some relevant content. The good thing about WP Traffic Scout is that it optimizes your post, okay? When you go through this process that I'm showing you now, we're going to have H1 tags, H2 tags, H3 tags. We're going to have the alt tag with the title of the post in the alt tag for the images, okay? And we're going to have all-in-one SEO set up as well, so that we've got title and description, okay? And plus we can put some tags and we can put some links underneath, and we can do some stuff with RSS as well, which I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so they're pretty well optimized. We can take it further, we can backlink them if we want to. We can do some quick indexing as well, which I will show you as well in a second. Alright, so we're going to put in our H1 content. Now before I go further, what I want to do is I'm going to open up some campaigns that I have already done, and I'm going to click on this one here, the last one I did, and view the posts. And what I can do is just open one of these randomly so that you can see what the posts are going to look like. So then you can understand better what we're doing. So you can see we've got our image, it's already got the alt tag, we've got our H1 tag up here, and this is the H1 content, this is the H1 title, the sort of H1 headline. Okay, you do not have an option to change this at this point, because the software is going to rotate between these three elements of the keyword phrase. Okay, so if I come back here just for a second, we would have something like easy growth hacking strategies that you can do today, which is part of the city ones, okay? And we have 3 simple growth hacking tactics for bloggers, for example. It's going to do all the variations, so we can create thousands of posts all in one go, okay? With the purpose of finding keywords that we can rank for, okay? With traffic. Let me just come back over here. So this is the H1 tag, this is the H1 content, this is the H2 tag, this is the H2 content, this is the H3 tag, H3 content, and here we can see we've got a link that's going to the homepage. You can have that link to the homepage, or you can link to anywhere you want, okay? We have a video and we have an image, so we got multimedia content happening here. Right, now what happens is, with the multimedia content, if you choose, for example, 100 images and 100 videos, what it's going to do is it's going to do one image with one video, then it's going to do one image with the second video, one image with the third video. So 100 times 100, you would have 1,000 different variations of that multimedia happening in every single post. So there would be different multimedia combinations in every single post, which is really important for us to be able to get that content a little bit unique. Now, even though it's a test site, we still want to use some best practices so that we got the best chance possible for being able to discover the keywords that we can rank for that do have traffic. So we're just following some best practices. We're doing things nicely with the purpose of being able to build a far, far superior piece of content for money sent later that we can expect to get traffic, okay? So that's what the post looks like. And when we come down here, you will find as well that we will have some RSS feed titles and stuff in here, which I will show you just now. Okay, so let's come back over to the campaigns. So we got our modifiers, we got our keywords, and they're going to rotate with the cities or the end modifiers. We have our H1 content. Now, what you can see here is that we got the ability to insert the shortcode. So if I just click down here and I click insert shortcodes, that should insert the shortcode in here. It looks like I need to refresh the page. It does work, guys. I just probably need to refresh the page. This has been open since last night, and you can see I've done it already. It's up here where we did already, okay? And the same for H2 title and the same for H3. Now we can sort of move around the modifier keyword combinations. We can do what we want, or you can put spin tags in there. You want to make sure you don't have any sort of bugs like this with your content. Those forward slashes in there probably came from not copying and pasting properly. Let me just get rid of these. So we've got our content, we've got our headlines, we've got our titles, and then we can choose the images. Now to choose the images, very, very simple. Click on search images, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put in a very quick, easy search for example SEO, and we will get some images that are suitable. So this one is nice. This one is nice. Actually, let me stop this for a second and you can see what's happening in the background, because this is quite interesting. If I just Control All and get rid of these and click on my images again. Now when I click on Select All, have a look at the background here, you will see that it pre-populates in here with those links. Okay, it happens automatic. Now if I want to go and put more, all I need to do is click on the next button. It will go to the next page and we can select all again. And again, I'm not worried about the quality of the content on this test site. All I want to do is build in some relevance. Okay, very easy to be able to do that, and you can see just how quick and easy that is. Okay, I've just got a gap at the top that I'm going to fix. Now this one for the videos, we'll do the same thing again, and I'm going to type in here growth hacking, and we're going to search YouTube for videos about growth hacking. Okay, you can see here we've got a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to select all, come down, next page, and again we're going to select all, and it's already pre-populated just by clicking those options. Okay. Right, now what we can do is we can put a business info in here. Now this is where you need to be a little bit careful, because you do not want to put a link to your money site, for example, in here. Why? Because if you put a link to your money site, you're going to have, you know, thousands of links created from one domain, which is not good in itself. And secondly, these are test sites. You're likely to delete the content on these sites. Okay, so you would have a surge of backlinks coming from one domain to your money site, and then those links would disappear again. What I suggest you do instead is you put a link into your YouTube channel. YouTube can absorb that kind of spam links with that kind of velocity, that kind of speed of you know, bulk backlinks, and if you remove those links, it's not really going to hurt you. Okay, so if you want to, you don't have to put any link in here, it's entirely up to you, but if you want to, that's the way I would do it. And you can see here I've done exactly that. I've got a link going to my YouTube channel. Okay, I actually don't want to have any links in here personally, but I'll keep it there just for the purpose of demonstration. Okay, now we have the RSS URLs, and this is where we can sort of piggyback or hijack the authority of influencers in any niche. Okay, so I can put in here for RSS feeds for Backlinko, for Social Media Examiner, for Ahrefs Blogger, wherever I want to. Okay, it's best to get something very, very relevant to the content that you're creating. Okay, so something about growth hacking, we would go and find a very, very authoritative blog about growth hacking. We would get the RSS feeds. Maybe they got podcasts with separate RSS feeds. We would take those and we would just rotate these in there, in this box, so that every post made is going to rotate between however many RSS feeds you got in here. It just gives a little bit more relevancy into that content, and it's rotating as well to keep the uniqueness as well. Okay, now the all-in-one SEO settings, we've got modifier, keyword, and city in here, and you can see I've done exactly the same again for the description. I'm not too bothered, I'm not fussed, I just want to keep the relevancy. And here what we can do is we can choose to not follow the links going out. Okay, I'm not even going to do that. I actually don't want to do that. I'm going to keep all the links here, which is going to give us outbound links into YouTube and outbound links to the images. Okay, and that's all we need to do. So all we need to do then is click on submit, and we wait for that. Now you can see nothing is loaded yet. It's going to do a whole bunch of posts at one time, and then it's going to come back and do even more. Okay, now what's important here is that you need to understand that the amount of modifiers times the amount of keywords times the amount in the third column where it's locations or end modifiers, you have to multiply those to understand how many posts you're going to make. So for example, if I've got 10 modifiers on the front end times 10 keywords, it's going to be 100, and say for example I've got 10 locations, would be 100 times 10 would make 1,000 posts. So even with something as short as 10 modifiers, 10 keywords and 10 locations is going to create 1,000 posts. Okay, now I do have some training coming up in webinars where we can use some sort of ninja strategies for the keywords that we want to work with. If, for example, you want to work with just one column where you don't want to have the modifiers and the locations, you just want to use keywords, for example, we can do that. Where would we get the keywords? Well, we can go and check tools that give us some keyword scraping ability. Things like Ubersuggest, for example. If you want to take it a little bit further, you could go to Ahrefs or SEMrush, and you can see the keywords that other people are ranking for with one piece of content. Another thing you can do is go to SEMrush, for example, and you can go and see what the AdWords advertisers are using. You can look at the keywords, you can look at their headlines, because these guys are paying to be able to get on the front page of Google. Okay, so the keywords they use is a very, very good indicator for us. So you don't have to do exactly the same formula as I've just shown you there with the keyword, the modifier, the location. You can do it with just one column and take the AdWords keywords from people who are doing heavy advertising on AdWords. Okay, it's very, very easy to do with SEMrush. I will show that in the training in the members area. So what I want to do now is I'm going to refresh this and see if any posts have been done first. If not, I can click on process next item, and that will process about 50 posts at one time. So now we can come and have a look, and I'll open one of these and we can see what it looks like. Okay, so we got our image in here, it's got the alt tag, we got our H1 tag, H2 tag, we got our video, we got unique content, the spin tax is working, and you can see down here that we got a link to the homepage, we got a link to the YouTube channel that I put in there, we got the business information. So if you want to do like citation kind of things, you can do that as well. Alright, and here we can see the RSS feeds. Okay, and let me open another one. And we'll look, and it should be completely different RSS feed at the bottom. Again, image, H tags, etc, etc. And if I look at the RSS feeds that we built into the post, this one, the top one here is about Instagram, the top one here is about Google search features. You can see it's rotating around different RSS feeds that you put in there. Okay, so it's a good tool, very, very powerful tool if used correctly. Just got to understand why we're using this. We're not using it because we want to be black hat spammers. We want to use it for keyword research. Okay, by doing keyword research like this, we get real data from WordPress, because we can put analytics plugins into WordPress, and it doesn't have to be Google Analytics. Okay, we can put simple analytics plugins into WordPress that will tell us what keywords we're ranking for, what keywords has got traffic. We can use rank trackers to see what keywords we're ranking for, but also, most importantly, we can see the keywords that we get traffic for. Okay, now how do we get these posts indexed? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys who purchase WP Traffic Scout, I'm going to give you this tool here called WordPress RSS Extreme. If I just open this up, you can see how we can use this. Okay, so you can see I've got a whole bunch of categories in here, and you can see the bottom and down here for different campaigns. All I need to do, first of all, I'm going to view the RSS feed to make sure it looks okay. You can see, yes it is, it's a proper RSS feed, it's formatted properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click Mash RSS. Now what this is doing is getting all of the post RSS feeds plus the category RSS feed. It's mashing it all together, okay? And then we can put in some feed, other feed URLs in here. So again, we got the opportunity to hijack the sort of authority of other people. Okay, so let me just click on, I'm going to go and find a campaign in here where I can just grab those RSS feeds quickly. If I just click on copy here to open up that campaign one more time. So if you want to, you can run the campaign multiple times. You can come and edit, etc. as well. Okay, so I'm going to take these RSS feeds in here. We're going to piggyback or hijack the authority of some influencer sites. Let's close some of these off, and I'll put the RSS feeds in there. So what it's going to do is take the RSS feeds from every single post, and you can see that that can run into thousands if you do enough combinations of keywords, modifiers, and the end modifier or location. We can put in there the RSS feed is going to mash it all up together. Okay, we're going to put a title in here. So I'm going to put in here Growth Marketing Hacks 2017, for example. Okay, and description, I'm just going to take exactly the same, just for the purpose of demonstration to move through this faster. And here we can put in a link. Now you need to be careful again here because it's an RSS feed. What we can do is we can maybe direct it to a blogger post that is linking into your money site. Okay, put a buffer in between. Just put a buffer in between. I'm going to take the link again for my YouTube channel videos page. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. Again, YouTube can absorb these kind of links. It can absorb spam. It can absorb very sort of fast backlinking, aggressive backlinking strategies. Okay, so we don't need to worry too much about that. And we can click on submit. And we'll wait for that to mash up the feeds. It's getting all of those feeds from all of the posts. It's mashing them up with the other RSS feeds that we put in there from the influencer sites. Now it's given us this URL here, which is all the feeds mashed into one RSS feed. Okay, I'm going to click to copy that one, copy the link address, click here to go to feedburner.com. And we'll wait for that to load. I'm going to scroll down here where it says burner feed. Click on here, paste, click on next. Okay, and now we have done it. We have, sorry, we need to click on next one more time. Oh, but my feed is larger than 1024. Okay, so what I need to do then is I need to be able to bring that down. But what normally happens is this. We'll be able to split this up for you guys because the feed, we got so many posts in there. What normally happens is we have a feed inside FeedBurner, a feed page inside FeedBurner, and it will look, hold on a second. Just wait for this to load. Oh, that's gone back to my website. Okay, apologies for that. I had to go and find the right link. What I've been doing is I've been creating a whole bunch of feeds and then I've been deleting the campaign, so it wasn't showing. But this is what it should look like. If I come back over here, and you can see we got the RSS feed, and we got all these variations of the different videos and stuff like that. That's coming from those different posts, and that's what it looks like. So what we're doing is when we've got that feed URL, we can take the feed URL, just copy here from the URL bar at the top here. We can come back over to WP RSS Extreme. We can paste that in here and we can click on submit. And what that's doing is it's submitting that feed URL to RSS directories and also RSS pinging sites as well. Okay, then we just have to click on ping and index the links. And you can put your own third-party indexer in here. We haven't got it built in yet, but we will put it in there. And that's all we do. Now that will help to get fast indexing. Okay, that was a key thing for us to be able to automate that, to make it fast, to be able to get indexing, etc., so that we can get to the results faster. But that's WP Traffic Scout in a nutshell. Now we do have a desktop tool as well. That is, that's a different package. The WordPress plugin you can purchase on its own, or if you purchase Traffic Scout Alpha, which is the desktop tool plus the plugin and some other tools within the desktop tool as well, you get all of that combined. If you just want the plugin, you can get the plugin, and the buy buttons are underneath for that. And plus I will put a link going over to the Traffic Scout Alpha sales page as well if you just want to buy the complete package and take things even further. Okay, so that's it. It's a very powerful tool if used properly. Just understand why we're doing it. It's not for bragging rights. There's no point. We want to make money. We want to get traffic. This is going to find us keywords that we can go and get traffic, and we will do some further training on some strategies that we can use to get commercial intent keywords that other people are advertising for, that other people are ranking for, and see which ones of those we can sprinkle into content on the money side, and with good quality backlinking, with good quality on-page SEO, with good social signals, etc., we can get ranking for those keywords pretty effortlessly. And so we start to get traffic into our money site content while we start to build up the rankings for the more competitive keywords. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.